Hello students, welcome to Miss Physics. So here today we are going to start with the 17th numerical from Physics and Mathematics chapter. So on the screen you can see the numerical. पहले हम numerical को पढ़ेंगे. A particle moves on a given straight line with a constant speed v. Okay, that means if I consider here a particle that is moving along a straight line. Okay, that is no problem. With speed v. That means if this is your x-axis, then we can, if this is your x-axis, then we can write v is equal to v I cap. Okay. At a certain time, it is at a point P. So suppose this is the point, I am using another color. This is the point P. Okay. Now O is a fixed point. That means O is here. Okay. O is a fixed point. Now you have to show OP cross V. Okay. OP cross V. So this is your OP. Okay. This is your OP and this is your V. Okay. You have to find out OP cross V. Now see, it's very easy. This is the point P. Obviously the coordinate of this point I am considering at x comma y. Then OP. Okay. OP is equal to what we can write? I cap x plus j cap y. Okay. I cap x plus j cap y. Now, therefore, we are now doing the cross product. Okay, A cross B means, as we know, that mod of A, mod of B, sin theta, n cap. But here, this formula we are not going to use because in another way, we will do the cross product. That is, OP cross V. OP cross V is equal to, you see, OP is equal to I cap x plus j cap y. Cross V means here V I cap. Now here you see I cap cross I cap Vx, right? Plus j cap cross I cap y v. Now I cap cross I cap क्या होता है? 0. That means this term gives you the 0. Now j cross I. Now see, I hope you know this I j k, right? I cross j gives you k. J cross k gives you I. But here it is giving j cross I. That means j cross I. That means in reverse direction. So that's why it will give us k, but with another minus sign. Minus k cap y p. Okay. So therefore minus y v k cap. So here you see that since v is constant, y is also constant, k cap is the unit vector. So therefore I can easily say that what is given in the question, that show that OP cross V is independent of the position P. Okay, that means it is independent of the position P. Now the next numerical is the 18th numerical. You see, the force on a charged particle due to electric and magnetic field is given by F equals to QE plus V cross B. ये लॉरेंस फोर्स है. F is equals to QE plus Q into V cross B. This is your electric force Fe and this is your magnetic force, that is Fm. Okay. So therefore here I am writing Fe is equals to QE and here Fm is equals to Q multiplied with V cross ठीक है. Then what is said that suppose E is along x axis. X axis मतलब E is equals to E I cap. B is along y axis. That means the magnetic field. ठीक है. So B J cap unit vector. In what direction and with what minimum speed V should a positively charged particle be sent? मतलब V. Okay, we have to find out the direction of V and with what minimum speed. We have to find out V mean. Is the minimum value for which the minimum value for which the net force on it is 0. That means net force means F. F is equals to 0. So therefore, here you see that if we want F to be 0, then here what we can write? Q E I cap, since E is equals to E vector is equals to E I cap. If we need F to be 0, then this Fm should be in opposite direction of Fe. ठीक है? That means what I am trying to say that Fe is equals to Fe I cap. It is clear? Therefore, Fm also need to be in opposite direction. Fm need to be in opposite direction. Opposite direction means Fm minus I cap. I can consider it for getting F to be 0. Okay. So therefore, what I can write, since F is equals to 0, therefore F is equals to 0. Therefore, we can write it as Fe I cap plus Fm minus I cap is equal to 0. Now you put the values of them. What is Fe? Q E I cap plus, ठीक है, Fm Q V B sin theta minus I cap is equals to 0. Why VB sin theta? Because Fm is equal to Q into V cross B. That means Q V B sin theta. Okay, n cap. Now if you take the magnitude, then n cap gives you 1. So here that's why I have written VB sin theta. Clear hai na? Now you just do one thing. Here you see E is equal to ultimately, okay, I am not doing any step jump. Q E I cap is equals to here Q V B sin theta I cap. So I gun, Q gun. Then finally we are getting as E is equals to VB sin theta. Clear na? Then we are actually asked to find out the value of V. V is equals to E divided by B sin theta. Sin theta. Now to get V mean, the denominator should be maximum. It need to be maximum. It need to be maximum. Now you see that B is constant. B is constant. Now the maximum value of sin theta can be what? What? 1. And what is the minimum value of sin theta? 0. So therefore the maximum value of sin theta is since 1. So that's why V mean would be E over B. So this is the answer of V mean. Clear hai na? But we are not only asked to find out the minimum speed but also the direction. Okay, so direction, how we can find? See that Fm was Q multiplied with V cross B, and the direction of it was, the direction of FM we considered as minus I cap. याद है ना? So is equal to Q तो constant है, so we can ignore it when we are trying to find out the direction of it. Now V we don't know the direction of it, so V cross B, the direction is given. You see the direction of B, initially we had written B is equal to B J cap. So you write it here, that is the direction only J cap. Okay. So to find out, to get minus I cap, what would be the direction of B? Again I J K, right? Now you see that you have to find out minus I. So to get minus I, it need to be K cross J. If you go to K cross J, means in anti-clockwise direction, then only minus I can be possible. So it should be K cross J. K cross J minus I cap. K cross J minus I cap. Okay. So thus we can tell that the direction of V will be always K cap, means that is along positive Z direction. Here. Now here we have the 19th numerical. Give an example for which A dot B is equal to C dot B. Right. So A dot B is equal to C dot B. And we have to prove A naught is equal to C. A naught is equal to C. So A dot B is equal to AB cos theta, and C dot B is equal to CB cos, suppose we are considering the angle between them is theta prime. Here theta is the angle between A and B, and theta prime here is the angle between C and B. So therefore here we are getting ultimately A cos theta is equal to C cos theta prime. Okay. Now, for example, if I consider that theta is equal to, suppose 30 degree, okay, and theta prime is equal to 60 degree. Therefore, A cos 30 degree is equal to C cos of 60 degree. Now cos 30 degree is equal to A root 3 over 2 is equal to C cos 60 degree, means half. Okay. Therefore, we are getting as A root 3A is equal to C. That means here it is clearly proved that A naught is equal to C. So this is the way to prove it. Now the next numerical, a curve is represented by y is equal to sin x. Y is equal to sin x. If x is changed from pi by 3 to pi by 3 plus pi by 100, find approximately the change in y. That means if I consider theta is equal to pi over 3, theta 1 I consider, then theta 2 is equal to pi by 3 plus pi by 100. Fine. Now we have to find out change in del y, that means delta y is equal to, very simple, y function of theta 1 minus y function of theta 2. Okay. Now here you see This is absolutely you have to calculate in your calculator, that is sine function sine pi by 3 minus sine pi by 3 plus pi by 100. I have calculated it. If you put the values in calculator, then you will get it as 0.866 minus 0.881. Okay, and if you subtract them, then you will get it as 0.015. Okay, this is, though it is minus, but we will consider the positive one because we have to here find out the change. Change means the magnitude you have to consider. Okay, so this is the change, this is the answer, change of y. So students, here is your 22nd numerical. The electric current in a charging RC circuit is given by I is equal to I naught e to the power minus t over RC. Okay, RC means resistor capacitor circuit. Okay, where I naught, R and C are constant parameters and t is time. Find the rate of change of current. Rate of change of current means di by dt. Okay, that means you have to do the first derivative with respect to time for this expression. So di by dt, if I do, I naught is constant, so d dt of e to the power minus t over RC, right? So if you do the derivative, then I naught e to the power minus t over RC d dt of t minus of t by RC, right? So is equal to I naught minus I naught over RC e to the power minus t over RC. Clear? Now you see that what you have to find. For t is equal to 0, you have to find this rate of change of current, that means di by dt. Very easy. So you just put the value, that is di by dt at time t is equal to 0. So you just put it minus I naught RC e to the power only 0. So we are getting the value as I naught over RC. Next you have to find out for t is equal to RC. So you put the same thing, means you have to change the value only. So here you have the expression, that is di over dt is equal to minus I naught over RC. Okay, e to the power, here only you have to put t is equal to RC. T is equal to RC. T is equal to RC. That means e to the power minus RC over RC. So therefore, here minus I naught over RC 1 over E. Okay. So this is the answer for t is equal to RC. Now the next one is for t is equal to 10 RC. So here what we will do, the same thing again, di over dt at t is equal to 10 RC is equal to minus I naught, though I know you can do it by yourself. Now minus I naught over RC e to the power minus 10 RC over again RC, right? So is equal to minus I naught RC e to the power minus 10. So therefore is equal to minus I naught RC e to the power 10. So this is the answer. Next numerical is the 24th numerical. Find the area bounded under the curve y is equal to 3x square plus 6x plus 7, and the x-axis with coordinates x is equal to 5 and x is equal to 10. That means the limit is given. So whenever you are asked to find out the area under some curve, then the formula is y dx. Integration over y dx you have to find out, and the limit is also given, that is 5 to 10. Okay, 5 to 10. So now we will put the expression of y and simply we have to do the integration, nothing else. Mainly mathematics is here. 3x square plus 6x plus 7 dx. So let's do the integration. Integration over 5 to 10 3x square dx plus, here you have 5 to 10, since 6 is constant, so it will be out of the integration, x dx plus 7 integration over 5 to 10 dx. Okay. Now 3 integration over 5 to 10 x square dx plus 6 5 to 10 x dx plus 7 5 to 10 dx. Right. Now what's the formula? X to the power n, if it is there, then the formula is x to the power n plus 1 over n plus 1. This is the formula, right? And you have to put the limit. So that I am doing n plus 1 means 2 plus 1, that is 3 over 3, 5 to 10 plus 6. Again x to the power n means here 1. So that means 1 plus 1, 2. So x square over 2, it is 5 to 10 plus 7 integration over dx means x. So therefore 7x, the limit is 5 to 10. Okay. Now you just put the values of the limit, like 3, here you have 10 cube, okay, 3 here, gone. So therefore here 10 cube minus 5 cube plus 6, here you are getting it as only 3. So therefore it is as your 3, and then 10 square minus 5 square plus 7, 10 minus 5. Now if you put all the values in your calculator, then the value would be here 1370 minus 235 is equal to 1135 units. Okay, so this is the answer. Next numerical, you have 27th numerical. Here you see after 24th numerical, I am going to 27th because 25th and 26th numerical are absolutely same as 24th. So this is your homework, and now we are going to do 27th numerical. But if you have any problem on 25th and 26th, you must let me know. I will also solve it for you. 27th numerical, you have a rod of length L is placed along the x-axis. Okay, so here you have a rod of length along the x-axis between x is equal to 0 and x is equal to L. That means suppose you have a rod here. Okay, and this is the length, that is x is equal to 0 to x is equal to L. The linear density, here it is that the density, as we know that the mass by volume, but when it is asked as linear density, you always remember linear length. Thus you can remember. I also used to remember like this. That is linear density is equal to, you can write it as mass over length. Okay, that is, here it is rho. Linear density rho is equal to mass by length. Rho of the rod varies with the distance x. Okay, means as x varies, as the length varies, means suppose you are here, whatever the density you will be having, it will be changing if you change the position from here to there. Okay, with the distance x from the origin, as rho is equal to a plus bx. Find the SI units of A and B. So how to find it? See, here it is given that rho is equal to A plus bx. This is the expression. Now what we will do, here you see that we can write rho is equal to dm by dx for a particular length. Suppose here at this point, I am another color using. This is the point, elementary length. This is that elementary length dx. So at this length, means for dx length, what will be rho? Rho will be dm by dx. Okay, so that's why I can write dm by dx is equal to a plus bx. Now first you have to calculate the SI units of A and B. So how to find it? First of all, the unit of rho is what? Oh, unit of rho is kg per meter, and the dimension is rho, the dimension is mass L to the power minus 1, m by L, that's why mass m L to the power minus 1. Okay, but we have to find out the only unit, so that's why I am bothered with it. Now thing is that rho is equal to a plus bx. When we can write the expression, only and only the unit of rho, a and bx are same, then only we can write this expression, otherwise not. Okay, so therefore we can write here that kg per meter, the unit of kg per meter, the unit of rho is equal to a. Okay, it has to be, otherwise you never can write down this expression. As I told you that the unit of a has to be equal to rho, the unit of bx has to be equal to rho. So I already have got the unit of a, that is kg per meter. Now the unit of bx is equal to also kg per meter. Now thing is that here the x is nothing but also the unit of length would be here. So therefore b is equal to kg per meter square. That means kg per meter square. This is the unit of b. This is the answer. Okay. Next, you are asked to find out the mass of the rod in terms of ABL. Okay. So how to find it? Firstly, you see here I have written dm by dx. This one now we are going to find out. You have to find out the mass of the rod, right? So how to find it? See, dm by dx is equal to a plus bx. Now we will do the integration. See here dm is equal to, I am not doing any step jump, bx multiplied with dx. Okay, both sides if you do the integration, then integration of dm is equal to integration over this. So 0 to, suppose the mass, is it given? The total mass is not given. Suppose I am considering it as capital M. Okay, capital M. And the length varies from 0 to capital L. So therefore 0 to m dm is equal to capital M is equal to, here if I do, okay, I am not doing step jump. Integration over dm means m, put the limit of them, that is 0 to capital M is equal to, here if you do the integration, then 0 to capital L a dx. A is constant, so I can write a out of the integration, okay, plus b integration over 0 to capital L x dx. Okay, so therefore is equal to a integration over dx means x, and the limit would be 0 to capital L, plus b x dx. If you do the integration, then x to the power 1, when x to the power n plus 1, that means x to the power 1 plus 1 2 over 2. This is your 0 to capital L. Okay, is equal to a L plus b L square over 2. So therefore the expression is AL plus half of b L square. This is the total mass in. This is the expression of it in terms of A, B and L. Okay, so this is the answer. So students, that's it for today. I hope all of you are practicing all the numericals, whatever we are doing on a regular basis. For most of the students, I have seen that though their theory is quite good, but they have a tendency to avoid the numerical. I don't want you to have it. So take care, bye, and practice all the numericals.